These guys are really, first of all, they're all really, really good actors and dedicated, and they worked really hard at the basketball, and it just made me remember like what I loved about this business, and it reminded me of being young myself and having a group of friends who are actors and kind of comparing notes on like, I'm going out for this, or I just met with this director, and and that was a lot of fun for me.
What was it about Jack and this film that spoke so strongly to you?
Well, I think it's a very realistic film that deals with addiction, grief, mental health, and also about like the value of teamwork and vulnerability and the way sports can be quite healing, And it's not just about like, winning the game or losing the game, but it's about sort of the game of life and the fact that you're gonna run into a lot of adversity. And I love that the film doesn't just stop with, hey, life is hard. It says, life is hard and you can get through it. You can do this. You can make your life better. You can be happier. You can, if you want to. Not everybody, and there's some things that we can't change, but there's a lot we can.
It's one thing to be working with Ben Affleck, the actor, but you had to engage with him on screen, on the court. But was there ever a moment where you thought, you know what? Off screen, he's a bit of a mentor and a coach too.
Yeah, absolutely. He definitely has that mentorship with us, and what I love about him the most is that he's never afraid to give us the game, the little, gems about the acting world, how to survive in this industry, and not even just about the industry, just in life. Sometimes we don't even have to come to him and ask for advice. He'll just, will want to let us know and make sure we're all right. And it's the best thing. I mean, who else would you want to learn from than a superstar actor like this?
Yeah, I don't know Ben Affleck, the actor, I know Ben. I got to know him as a person, and that kind of overshadows my, opinion of who he was before.
So much of this movie resonated with me as somebody who's dealt with mental health challenges personally, somebody who's dated somebody who's had addiction challenges. Sometimes it's a minutia, like Jack filling his fridge with beer and having that freezer, putting in a warm one, taking in a cold one. So how important was it to get that realism of the minutia of addiction, and how much did you pull from your personal experience to color that?
I think that it's really the little details that kind of make performances and almost make movies interesting. You notice that when you remember a movie you love, a lot of times it'll be like, oh, that moment in glory where Denzel just turns and looks at, you know what I mean? Like, that stays with me from 25 years ago, The little details of discovering those, that was from another story that we heard about putting the thing in the freezer. And Gavin and I heard that, and we were like, that's genius, we gotta do it. I wasn't much of a beer drinker. I drank whiskey, so it was a little different, but it's basically the same thing. I mean, alcoholism is what it is. And what I was able to draw from that is knowing that, sense of frustration, of wanting to change your life and not knowing how to. And the discovery that it's really through human connection, in this case, his relationship with these men, that gives him the strength to kind of step through not only his alcoholism, but his very deep and profound personal grief.